here to talk about the main card of UFC 328, starting off with Bobby Green and Jeremy Stephens. I think it was kind of crazy how Bobby Green gets another sub on another crazy old unk. He got one on Tony Ferguson, and now he's gotten one on Jeremy Stephens. And moving on, because it was a good fight, but not as good as I would want it to be, but pretty good. The one that I was really waiting for, and I was really amped about because it used to be a fight night card, but now it turned into this main event's second from the first card, and it just totally disappointed me. Unbelievable. Joaquin Buckley versus Sean Brady. He said in the media that he had not practiced wrestling or jiu-jitsu, but I think now is the time to get a membership, if you know what I'm saying. I just can't believe that he said that before his fight with this guy, and especially after his 1 year hiatus. It's unbelievable that he did not train for it. You know what I mean? Unbelievable. So he got totally washed, got Donkey Kong smashed, crazy style, and really made me sad. I really was aggravated. Everybody was telling me how bad he was, and I was rooting for him. But sometimes you just gotta pull yourself up by the bootstraps, and hopefully we see Joaquin Buckley and he knows a little more and learn from this fight that he said he was going to totally destroy this guy. Total disappointment. Unbelievable. Moving on, we then have, I believe, oh jeez. We have the featured fight, Alexander Volkov versus Waldo Acosta Cortez. I mean, it was kind of a snoozer, but it was kind of a banger at the same time. I wasn't locking my eyes on the TV. I went to go heat up my Chips Ahoy and uh, chill out with the boys, talk to the guys while this fight was going on. But you know, Volkov rocked him. Commentary, like everybody knows, pretty booty cheeks, but that's just how it is, man. And I liked how he stayed at range and just kept Waldo Cortez Acosta far back. And Volkov, I think, probably watched taped and saw that whenever Waldo gets close, freaking steams these guys. And it definitely could have happened to him. I think I saw him get wobble um, sometime in between the fights, but I guess that happens to everybody. So that goes against them, but they go down, and I think Volkov had a chin, so I think that's the difference between Volkov and all the other heavyweights, because he's like a real heavyweight compared to all the freaking tubbos. These guys are paid to be actual athletes, and they're fat, and it's crazy. So, moving on from that, we have the first title fight of the card, Joshua Van versus Tatsuro Taira. This was a banger, dude. This is a total banger, bro. I had my freaking peepers on this whole fight. Took him down. I thought it was going to be a snooze fest, and I thought it was going to set the tone for the following fight after that. And thank goodness, bro, it did not. That would have freaking sucked. We're not going to get to that one, though. We're not there. Tatsuro Taira took him down first round, laid on top of him, but Joshua Van got back up it popped his head open like a god darn grape, and really put it on him. Put it on him through all the rounds. He got taken down, but Tetsuya Taira barely hit him on the ground, but he was jabbing him up too. Uh, I feel bad for everybody who said that he was going to be a favorite, because obviously he's not, and obviously that guy lost. So if you put your money down on that guy, you lost it. Sorry to say, and I am gotta be honest. It was a good one. It was pretty good. It was good to see, the underdog win on this one, and definitely I didn't feel like I was watching Joaquin Buckley versus Sean Brady that time. You actually put up a fight and get held down. So moving on to basically America versus Russia, Cold War Part 2. These guys in the press conference, the pre-fight press conference, were wilding in the face-offs. Khamzat Chimaev kicked this guy, and they get into the ring, and Khamzat Chimaev takes it back for the first round. Basically stays on there. I think he definitely won that first round. I low key thought, man, this is it, bro. It's over. Second round, dude. Oh my goodness, bro. I was like, holy crap. This is awesome. I would have never thought that this would have happened. You know what I mean? I think nobody thought it was going to happen this way. But that's the fight game. People are they're meant to be upsets and underdogs. And I mean, he didn't knock him out. It was just he stayed at distance, jabbed him up, defended the takedowns, and I mean, in the fourth round, he definitely got beat up with the leg kicks and the body kicks and the jabs and the crosses. But I mean, for the majority, second, third, and fifth round, I think he really put it on him. He's really on top of him. He definitely didn't do the thing that he usually does in the fifth round, like he did with Paulo Costa, where like runs at him and then jumps and kicks him in the head, or he tries to at least, which would have been cool to see. That would have been awesome. After putting that jab on his face and making his face look like a strawberry, that would have been sick to see. But you know, everybody's got their limitations. Can't be cool all the time, you know what I mean? But, I was out there, won my belt back. Hopefully I never have to face Dricus du Plessis, because I've got to be honest, I don't want to see that. I definitely don't want to see that. So I will definitely hope that he doesn't go against him. He was calling out Amaivov, I believe. That's what I saw. Somebody will tell me differently in the comments, but I thought it was a total banger, and that guy was freaking awesome. So an awesome fight. So, I can't wait to see Sean Strickland fight again. Obviously, he's now the champion. I can't wait to see Khamzat Chimaev fight in like 4 years, or something, because, dude, that guy never fights. So, and yeah, I hope nobody comes out with excuses. I saw Sean Strickland saying that he injured himself before the fight, which was crazy to hear. Usually they said that after they lost, but saying it before they lost. I mean before, not after, not before they lost. So seeing him say that after is pretty cool. And I don't know, it's just, I hope that he fights again. I low-key hope that Sean Strickland wins again, because that was dope. That was freaking awesome, dude. So, I want to see, I hope that people look at the stats of the fight, because I've seen some people are saying that it was an upset and that it was fraud, and that it was a robbery, and I do not think so. I think you should look at Khamzat Chimaev's face, and you should look at Sean Strickland's face. I mean, they're both messed up, but I mean, I think Khamzat Chimaev is way more messed up, and I think he got his stuff, he got his takedown stuffed, and he got his face punched in, and there's not much that you can do after that happens to you. So hopefully we get to see him out again. I do not want to see Sean Strickland fight Khamzat Chimaev again. I really don't. So I think, yeah, I think that's what should happen. And I will talk to you guys again. MMA Blanket, back at it again. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Honk shoe, honk shoe.